It's a battle of wills, and for the competitors in the arena, it is an incredibly intense contest.
It's an experience of its own, and it's unlike any other game in the country.
The crowd's different, the grass is different, the stakes are a lot higher.
It's a special one. You know, as much as everyone wants to say it's just another game, it's not.
Locking horns with Navy like you would on a battlefield, playing them like our sworn enemies, but then knowing that once the game's over, we're gonna lock arms and cross battlefields together and take on the enemies of the United States. That's what makes it more than just a game.
Everything we do in our program points to this game, and this game means everything.
The Army-Navy game is the only game where both teams are willing to enter a life of service and put their life on the line for everybody else that's watching.
This game is bigger than football. I can't even put into words the feeling that you feel when you're coming out of the tunnel. It's every emotion you can feel as a human being, amplified by 100.
It's the only game played on that Saturday. It's a rivalry that's been going on for 100+ years. 8 million people viewing it. The spotlight's all on us. There's no room for failure.
It's something that we take pride in and are excited about everyone that watches it.
Everybody becomes a fan. It doesn't matter if you like Alabama or Auburn or USC. You see Army and Navy and you're like, well, I know those guys have our backs and that they're willing to do anything for us.
It's not just your mom and dad watching anymore like it was in high school. It's troops from all over the world huddled around one TV watching the game. It's an honor to know that people are watching.
Hopkins keeps it, runs left, cuts back to the 5, heads to the end zone, touchdown Army! The Black Knights are on the board! It was KELVIN Hopkins Jr.
Philadelphia is really the home to the Army-Navy game. The people of this city really embrace Army-Navy. They feel like the Army-Navy game belongs to them.
It's jam-packed to the rafters, and everyone here is feeling the same emotion that we're feeling on the field, and they're all letting it just pour out of their bodies.
It's special to see the group of people that show up for this game and the outstanding support they have. Just for the military in general is really cool.
As a senior class, we haven't beat them, and leaving here without beating them is something that we don't want to experience.
I, as a senior, have been constantly thinking about Army for the simple fact that I haven't beaten them yet.
I haven't gone 3-0 the past 3 years, and getting the opportunity to do it a 4th time my senior year, my last opportunity to play in this game, no option other than to win.
A lot has been put into this moment, even reflecting back to when we first came here as freshmen. You know, the first thing you learn is beat Army.
It'd mean the world to me to know that I went undefeated against Navy in the stadium. The teams in Army football history that could say that. I think the last one to do it was the '96 team. So it would really be special for my senior class and my team to go undefeated 4-0 against Navy.
You don't want to leave your legacy undone. The entire career I had in Navy, you know, the one win I do want is the Army-Navy win.
The Army-Navy game, it's like no other game. The closer we get to this game, the more that beat Navy clock starts to wind down, you really start to feel the energy surrounding the game, and the atmosphere that leads into it is amazing.
You see it on every brick, every stone, everything at West Point says beat Navy. The plebes greet the upperclassmen saying beat Navy, sir, beat Navy, ma'am. So you hear it all year round. You know, this is the biggest game of our year.
The traditions of this game that I think that are special and unique is how both teams at the end of this game go and sing the other school's alma mater. It shows you the specialness of this game.
We have a 365-day-a-year goal to beat Navy in everything that we do. So it's a huge football game. There's in my opinion, no other rivalry like it, and it's just incredible to be a part of such a big game, such an intense and traditional rivalry.
Navy has beaten Army in the last 3 meetings.
Go Navy, beat Army.
Army outgained Navy on the ground.
Go Army, beat Navy.
Navy is off and running.
Go Navy, beat Army.
The race against time now as the seconds tick off.
Go Army, beat Navy.
Phenomenon of the day is Roger Staubach.
Go Navy, beat Army.
And the crowd's in a frenzy as Army catches Navy.
Go Army, beat Navy.
Go Navy, beat Army.
Go Army, beat Navy.